So, all right, how do we think Lincoln have a chance in 5A this year?
Oh, yeah.
Bishop McGinnis must be the same.
Well, no, they won it 23, and they won it 03. They only got two. Bishop, that girl.
Committed to Oklahoma City, strong outside hitter, 3-time state tournament, 4-year starter, 9 all-tournament.
Yeah, 4.0. Better player.
You got a lot of stuff. All these girls play at Peak too. Peak is just unreal. Is Hurt playing?
Yep. Not playing basketball.
What's up with that?
Well, because he can only do one. A little bit, I asked him. Basketball, he won.
Dude, she was great.
I think there's like
Test, test.
I'm just gonna turn it off. Or I'm just gonna mute it.
And at this time, we would like to recognize the Eastside team and their coaches. First up, from Coweta, number 5 in Class 5A, Alexis Schaffler and her coach, Tony Ramos. From 6A, from James High School, escorted by their coach, Tina Smith, number 6, Maren Johnson, and number 11, Callie Kirkendall. From 6A, from Broken Arrow, number 7, Avery Jones, and her coach, Ian Bullen. From Class 5A, from Victory Christian, number 10, Katie Elliott, and her coach, Brittany McCall. From Class 6A, from Owasso, number 12, Carly Butler, and her coach,
And Kate is a standout basketball player as well as volleyball. And we'll celebrate these girls as we go throughout the night. Carly Butler wears number 12 and is from Owasso. Peyton Tuggle, the big-time hitter from Lincoln Christian, standout player, is with her head coach, Deidre Rader, who is also the head coach of the East. And number 15 is Kate Schinnenberg from Bishop Kelly. Number 18 is Tyler Hurd, the 5'11", two-sport All-Stater, both in volleyball and basketball. Hurd will choose to play in the volleyball All-State game. She'll be attending Abilene Christian for D1 basketball next year. And then our last East player will be number 22, Brittany Smith. Wears number 22 from Union, coached by Chad McKee. And there he is standing next to her. So the head coach for the West is Hayden Robbins, UConn, first year. She was at Carl Albert for 4 years. She's been the volleyball coach there, and this is her first year at UConn. Went all 4 years to the state tournament at Carl Albert with a runner-up to Mount St. Mary in 2021. She played college ball at OBU and is a Texas native from McKinney, Texas. So that brings up for the West, number 7. That is Taylor Van, 5'7", Bishop McGinnis, as well as number 2, Claire Carl. There's number 2, and those girls were state champions last year with a 31-4 record, second title in the history of the school in 2003 and 23. Number 3, 5'10", Allie Fees, Mount St. Mary. She's been a part of some state championships as well. And then number 5, who is 5'5", that is Megan Branson, Edmond Santa Fe. Number 9, Madison Hathaway will wear number 9. She's 5'10", from Edmond Memorial, as well as her teammate, Catherine Rowe, 5'7", from Edmond Memorial. And then that brings us to number 12, Emma Gatewood from Edmond North. And then a crowd favorite, number 15, Bailey Lauder. She's got quite a resume, but she's a 6-footer, and there's probably, 75 people here from Lawton Mac watching her. Your last West All-Stater will be number 20, Zoe Hughes, and she's from Piedmont. So, Whit, that's our All-Staters.
Quite the group, yeah. A lot of accolades here, a lot of accomplishments, a lot of team accomplishments, individual. It's going to be a fun night. We had a great first game. We're blessed to have Coach Rader on with us. We may have a special guest for the large school as well, but really excited to see these bigger schools get after it. And again, like we said, really great crowd here tonight. The small school game it's pretty much a full gym, and now, maybe a little less than that right now, but still an amazing crowd.
I can tell you what happens. The small crowd is here, and then the large crowd shows up, and then
you get the best of
those games end,
Yep.
And then everybody goes and takes pictures. And I saw it because we were in the lobby trying to fight through the crowd. But what a incredible field house to be in here at Frank Harold. This thing is really, really nice.
It really is, yeah. I mean, honestly, a nice facility, but a perfect fit for this event. Great seats and a bunch of room to see the state's best get after it.
So I've been coming to these OCA clinics for 34 years, and they just do a great job of putting these on. Great to be a part of Squirtle.tv, and Adam Dieselhorse asked us to do this, and we're part of the Lincoln Christian live stream team, and we just want to bring a great game to you, but also celebrate these young ladies and these coaches and just enjoy the night, because this is a night they'll never forget. So here's your traditional handshake at the net. These two teams haven't seen each other other than at practice, but they were scrimmaging different sides, so to speak. Yep. So the East, large and West was together, and the West, large and East, or large and small were together.
Yeah, and obviously, some of these girls have played against each other in state tournaments and other tournaments, so they're probably familiar with a lot of the girls, but they didn't play against each other today. So it's probably been a little bit since they faced off, or they may never have.
We talked about this with Coach Rader. If 48 girls are here in large and small, 44 of them probably play club volleyball.
Yeah, either together, especially on the west side of the state and the east side of the state. They each have a lot of these, may play on the same team.
And so a girl like Tyler Hurd, who is just an athlete, she's also an all-stater in basketball, chose to play his volleyball because you can only play in one.
Right.
She doesn't play club volleyball, she told me, but she's that good.
Yep. Impressive. She was honored by the Tulsa World, I believe, as Player of the Year, Athlete of the Year in one of the sports. So, she's impressive. We saw her in the Lincoln tournament in basketball, and she was
that young lady
difficult to stop for sure.
She has school records in kills, 715 of those. Season 395 this year. Ace is 84. As I said, she didn't play club volleyball, but she does play high-level AAU basketball. She was the all-world basketball player of the year, and so as we work through her, we want to celebrate all of these girls. She averaged 17.6 points in basketball, 9.8 rebounds, 4.1 assists, and 3 steals. That is an athlete, friends.
No doubt about it.
So there's a lot of pageantry in volleyball. You got to make sure everybody's in the right place. There is no libero tonight, although there is. They're just not in the special libero uniform that Coach Rader was explaining to us. So tonight will be Avery Jones, I'm assuming, from Broken Arrow, as she just came in. But to lead us off, that will be number 15, Kate Schinnenberg from Bishop Kelly. And we're ready for large school all-state volleyball 2024 style. Let's get this thing rolling. East will be on the left side of your screen, and West is on the right. That's how they played the small school as well. Here's Rowe, sets it, hammers down. That's number 9, Hathaway. Back across. Here we go. Outside, that's number 6, Johnson. Popped up, number 7, that's Van. Butler sets it. Here's number 6. She drives it into the net. That's Johnson. Great job by what would be the West to block. Into the game for the West is number 15, Bailey Louder. How about her resume, Coach?
Yeah, impressive for sure. Yeah, I mean, Lawton Mack went to 3 state tournaments, was a 4-year starter, plays club for Team Rise, and going to go play volleyball and continue her career at Oklahoma City. So they're getting a great one. She's got great size and strength. There's Tuggle on the outside. We'll talk about her, one of the greatest ever to play at Lincoln Christian. What an effort by number 5. That is Branson. My goodness. And then the hammer down by number 12. That's Carly Butler. Yeah, an impressive save there from Branson. I mean, we talked to her. She's got a huge crowd behind us, cheering section, but 757 career digs, all city honorable mention, most valuable teammate award. Going to play her college at SNU.
So here's Marion Johnson, and here's our special guest. Heath Kufall, the head coach of Southwest Covenant, longtime Christian Heritage basketball, volleyball state champion coach. Coach, thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir.
And I just want your knowledge of the game as we go. Let me tell you something. Coach Rader set the bar pretty high.
Yeah.
No pressure, but she came in here blazing.
Did she?
With her knowledge.
Of course she did. Oh, man. I can't believe Deidre hasn't coached in this game before.
You know, it's been a long time coming. I told her I am glad to be a part of it, and I'm glad that Tuggle's getting to play in it. But, hey, congratulations on you. You played in the state championship this year. You coached against your daughter. My goodness. Yeah. What's that like as a dad?
It's hard to put into words. I mean, you know, it's a win-win. The funny thing is she was milking it for all it's worth. I mean, she would get a kill and look over at our bench and start flexing. I mean, it was a
well, you said win-win. It was a win-loss for you.
That's right.
You lost and she won.
Yeah.
But as a dad, is there anything better?
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
She reminds me about it every day as well.
And then your daughter was playing for you, correct? Or
in club?
No. Was there a daughter playing as well?
No daughter on that team.
Okay. Well, we got that crossed up with Coach Rader. We'll blame her. All right. Here's Avery Jones from Broken Arrow. Drives it deep. Here's Rowe. Nice set. Right side. That was Hathaway. Tuggle. Down the middle. Nothing there. Another set. Oh, goodness. Not enough for Hughes, and it falls short.
Yeah, Zoe Hughes of Piedmont, a 4.0 student, National Honor Society, was a part of 3 all-tournament teams and an all-city member in all-conference. So a great career for the Piedmont senior.
Yeah, so great job, Whit. Coach Kupal, we're trying to celebrate each one of these girls. And, you talk about a great group of kids. How about that? The young lady's going to OCU. That's number 15, Louder. Lawton Mack.
Yeah. Lawton Mack's program has really grown the last 5 or 6 years. That coach is doing a good job down there.
Yeah, I believe they were supposed to have 2 girls playing in this, as well as Curry Kendall from Bishop Kelly. She's playing at Indiana State. She's already reported, is what I've understood.
She was a great player.
Oh, you've seen some great ones, Coach, over the years.
Yeah.
Can I ask how many you've won in your career, volleyball?
We won 4 straight years. It was 4 consecutive. We lost the 5th year. We lost in the finals to Victory Christian.
Wow. Who went on a 5-in-a-row run?
That's exactly right. We started it for them.
Well, that's good and bad, too. So Victory's got the Elliott girl playing here tonight.
Yeah.
And how about that kill from Rowe, Edmund Memorial?
With Victory, with the new rule, reverting back to the old rule, Class 4A is going to be
loaded.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like how you put that, Coach. The old and the new. There's Tuggle with another kill. How many kills did she have? I believe 16,000. Is that correct?
Yeah, she had
right here.
1,600 kills.
Yeah, I said 1,000, 16.
Yeah, it probably seemed like 16,000, but 112 blocks, 640 digs, and 165 aces. As a 4-year starter, state tournament MVP 2 years ago, and school record holder in career kills and first single season.
Wow, that's a great hit. That's number 14, Rowe. Popped up. Kirkendall did a good job just getting it across. There's the OCU commit, and it looks like it's out of bounds. Southwest Covenant. That school's been around a while.
Yeah, it's been around about 40 years.
Your young lady did well out there, Mosley.
Yeah, Kenzie Mosley. She's going to play at OBU. So
we talked about that. Yeah, she had a good game. Just not as much as Gray. Gray put on a show as well.
Yeah, Victoria's the best player. She's going to Rockhurst. She had a great career at Community Christian.
And that's at Chicago, right?
That's
Rockhurst?
right.
Yeah.
Little known fact: her mom was the elementary principal at Christian Heritage for many years.
Wow. How many years were you there, Coach?
22.
And you coached boys basketball and did a great job with that as well. You kicked my tail end a few times, if I can say that, but maybe more than a few. Yeah, I just did it 1 year, so it's 2.
Yeah.
So a few is 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate that. There was one time you were beating us so bad. If I'd had a shovel, I would have dug a hole through that hardwood and buried myself.
Oh man, that was in Del City, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
yeah.
that.
I started walking towards the exit, and if the door wouldn't have been closed, I would have kept on going. But you know how it is.
Yeah.
You have those days, but
You know what's going to be interesting in especially in 6A, you've kind of got a turnover of coaches.
yeah.
Edmond Santa Fe, fairly new. Edmond North, fairly new. You got Stephanie Kane coming into Jinx.
There's a Schaffler driving it deep and a nice kill shot. That's number 11, Kirkendall.
Yeah, she had a nice play a while ago, and 6 foot there in the middle. Prep Dig ranks her as the number 3 best overall prospect in Oklahoma.
Wow.
Really explosive,
Yeah.
3-time all-conference, and actually a regional champ in the high jump as well.
There you have it. So that explains explosiveness. Popped it up. Good set outside. That's number 6, Johnson. Home floor advantage for her. Good block on that far side. These girls are going at each other. That's number 3. That's Fees, Mount St. Mary's. They've had some success, Coach.
They have, man. Really good the last several years. They lose Gia McGrew, who was going to be a senior, but she's leaving early. She's going to Iowa, and I think she's going back to Florida to play her senior year. She's going to report early to Iowa. They don't do that at St. Mary's. So.
Okay. There it is. We just talked about the young lady. Kirkendall scores again.
Big height difference here between Deidre's team and the west side.
Yeah, noticeable for sure.
I noticed that during practice. They were opposite ends of the floor, and it was like, goodness. Kirkendall. Coach, in these all-star games, great shot there. Is that number 3 again? That is Fees?
Yeah, Fees. I mean, real quick, let me get something in on her before you guys talk about that. But going to Harding, plays one of the many girls that play for Peak Club Volleyball. Was a nominee for Player of the Year in Oklahoma City and was actually selected for the Under Armour Next Volleyball Camp Series. So a bunch of accolades for Fees.
Great block by the West on that far side. That's number 12, Gatewood. Coach Heath Kufal, tell me, in these all-star games, I mean, you're trying to win as the coach.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
you don't sleep well if you lose, right?
Exactly right. Yeah, pride for your side of the state and just to compete against one another.
We were talking about there was a timeout early by the East in the small school. And I asked Deidre, I said, how much good does a timeout, help in this situation with all-stars, all-staters? Quite a bit.
Yeah, no, definitely. Momentum breaker. And, this game has continued to grow. I think the All-State volleyball match might be the best attended of any of the All-State games, at least the last several years. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier. The gym towards the end of the small school game was full.
Yeah.
And Coach Rader shared that it was the second fastest growing sport in the state.
Other than girls wrestling.
Yeah.
It's girls wrestling faster
That's what
growing?
she said, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's Kate Schinnenberg.
Headed to Kansas. Major in digital marketing and sports media.
That'll be fun.
2020 state champion. And has a school record with 3,000 assists at Bishop Kelly.
Coach, 3,000 assists
That's amazing.
that's amazing.
Played for Wadsworth over there.
Wads. Coach Watt been there forever. Now they've had some transition, haven't they?
They have. She's moved over to basketball, which was just shocking. I didn't even know she was a basketball coach. And, I've got a new coach the last 2 years.
All right, here's number 3. Fees, 5'10", St. Mary's. That gymnasium's interesting to play in, and it's
Little box.
yeah,
loud.
got the tubing running down the sides, and it is loud. Good job by Schaffler to pop that up. Here's Tuggle. Drives it right at him. Louder pops it up. Here she is again. Drives it down. That ball's into the stands. Jones tried to save it, but that ball had some heat.
Yeah.
Coach, when did you start coaching volleyball? When did you fall in love with it?
You know, my dad was a coach, volleyball and basketball for a long time.
Superintendent at Destiny Christian many, many years ago.
When I got hired on, they needed a junior high volleyball coach, so I signed up, and, man,
there it is.
Look back. Yeah, it's been a fun run. One of the things that's cool about volleyball, you see, like Mount St. Mary's whole teams over there.
Lawton Mac, Jinx. I mean, they just – it's kind of like, when the teams go to the tournament champions or even the state tournament. But, yeah, man, that's really neat. A lot of pride. Louder got after it. Lawton Mac brought a big crowd. Of course, if you're going to come to Tulsa, you want to bring travel in a big group. But
there was Carly Butler from Owasso getting in on some action there, and she's was a part of a state tournament qualifying team. Will play volleyball at OU, so gonna go there from Tulsa Power Club. Played competitive basketball for 7 years and was the Frontier Valley Conference Offensive Player of the Year for Owasso.
Does that sound right, Coach?
Yeah.
Man. Johnson, home court advantage. She's comfortable here. She's from Jinx. This is her floor. Look at this. Oh, goodness gracious, and that's why she's playing at OCU. Louder.
I have not seen her play before, man. That was nice.
Yeah. Lawton Mac. And got the thumbs up from Coach. Hayden Robbins liked it. First year coach at UConn.
Yep.
Then at Carl Albert. Look at that. Little trickery. Not so fast, my friend. Good set. Another great shot. That's a Hathaway. Madison.
I really think in these kind of games, it's the setters that really set the tone. I mean, all these setters are going to be good, but as the setters get more comfortable, because these girls their connection's not really there.
Right.
We talked about that a little bit last game of just the different styles and formations and stuff. And, a couple of times someone wasn't behind someone where they, are used to setting it for them. So I think, like you said, as you get to, the second set, third set, they'll become a little more
just
used
not
to
a lot of time to
they got to practice the same day.
They do, and play, which is kind of cool, show up and do it. Hurd was there trying to block it, but Hathaway said, no, I'm just going to drive this off of you.
Hathaway will play at Queens College in New York. How about that? That's going to be a interesting transition from Edmond, Oklahoma to New York. But another girl that played for Peak and member of the school's athletic leadership council and an all-state tournament team last year.
Kirkendall went up and then found another level and went higher. Togo hammers down, and that thing's blocked. Big part of that was number 15, Louder. That was nice. So here's number 2. Bishop McGinnis, Claire Curl. Louder hammers back and hammers down, and then there's Hurd trying to do the same thing.
It's amazing. You guys probably talked about this a little bit in the first game, but even in a game like this, it's serve and serve receive that it plays such an important role in the outcome.
10-foot shot. Block. Kirkendall. Have we talked about Kirkendall?
We had,
high jumper,
home
state
game.
champion.
Yeah.
Into the game's number 10. That's Kate Elliott, Victory Christian. Young lady plays basketball as well.
Tennis also, and going to play college ball at Evangel.
How about that? Gets the ace. How about the effort by Branson, who dove out of bounds just a few minutes ago? Edmond Santa Fe.
Is Elliott playing volleyball or basketball at Evangel?
I think it's volleyball. Does that sound right?
I think so.
Somebody get on Twitter. Or, I'm sorry, X. That's where I've been for the last 4 days. Please don't hold us hold it against us if we miss something right there. But there's Branson again. The effort from that young lady.
We talked a little bit about her, but led the school, Edmond Santa Fe and aces, digs and serve receive rating, 757 career digs. Going to play volleyball at SNU. And have any guess at where she played club at in Oklahoma City?
Peak?
Yep, I think so. Yeah.
And I believe the guys that started that.
I do. I used to work for
Kufal
Mark and Jeff and all those guys when I was at UCO. So it's yeah. If you're if you're involved with volleyball over there, it's like it's peak. So
Coach Kufal, we talked about if there's 48 girls playing in these two games, these two levels, 44 of them probably played club.
Yeah. At this level, I would say it might even be higher than that.
Well, I know her didn't. You're right. It may be 46 out of 48, but you either got to be an unbelievable athlete or get a lot of reps.
Yeah.
Outside of club or school ball. Hurd with the effort right there. It drops out of bounds.
I think in a game like this, that kind of the off balance setter dumps tips, because that's stuff you got to go over in a practice.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing's effective in this kind of game.
All-star game is the 6-2, the best type rotation
to get everybody in. Definitely, I think. You might be better off running a 5-1 just to deal with one setter, but to play everybody, I think you're right.
Elliott got that back up. Here's Hurd. Drives it at Branson. Popped up. That's a curl. You can tell why Sampson led her team in digs. She's all over the place.
Man, all over the place.
On the flip side, you got Jones. Into the game, a Schaffler from Coweta. Coach Kufal, you coach club as well. What group are you with?
So we, I started at Peak.
Yep.
And then the last 2 years I've been at Oklahoma Charge.
Okay.
And coached 16 national team, and then next year I'll be coaching the 17 UA. So be a fun challenge. We're competing with Peak all the time, so that's good.
Yeah. Said very professionally. Hey, it's competition is the salt of life, right? I mean, look at that little roll. Number 3, that's Fees.
We mentioned Schaffler coming in for Coweta, serving back there. Going to play volleyball at Southwest Baptist, indoor and beach. We talked about that a little bit. Sort of kind of the new thing, beach volleyball. So she played for Tulsa Power and played actually at Beach Nationals with Tulsa Power. So she's got some experience on the sand.
She's an athlete, I'm telling you. I've watched her at K2C gyms a lot.
It's a decent place to play volleyball.
You can get all you want over there. So. All right, it's 24-19. West trying to finish this one off. It's been all West, Coach.
Yeah.
So far tonight.
Yeah.
If they win this one, it'll be 3 out of 4. That's Branson.
They've been better defensively. The West team has been better defensively. I think the East team has some more size, but defense wins here.
Yeah, you know the thing about these libero type girls like Branson right there, they'll dive and give up their body all over the court, but they always smile. The great ones, it's like the harder they hit, the more they smile. You know what I mean, and enjoy it. So. It's a mentality, I guess.
It has to be for DS's libero because, volleyball is such an unusual sport. Everybody sees the mistake you make more than any other sport. So the opportunity to bounce back, especially DS libero who have so much pressure on them. Without them, everybody else struggles.
Yeah. Fun to watch her. There's a great shot right there by Butler Owasso.
East is hanging in.
Yep.
3 straight.
Thought we might get a timeout, but maybe not.
24-22. Great set, curl. There's a Schaffler popping it up. Butler just gets it over. Another set. Branson can't do anything with it. Now we're just kind of trying to get something.
That was a great example. That they tried to run a little play off of free ball, but there's no timing, and the girl sets it, and they're not there. That was a great example of what you see in this kind of game, just not the connection.
So Johnson with the kill, and here is Kirkendall. 24-23, win by 2. Oh, Schaffler pops it up, and that'll do it. So the West wins that one, 25-23. And so we will take a commercial break. You're watching Squirtle.tv or WWLS, the Sports Animal. We appreciate you being along with us for the large school all-state volleyball game. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
He's about to throw that coach under the bus. She didn't call timeout. It was like 1924. Come on, coach. That was hilarious. Yes. Yeah, I love peak, and when I coach them. But yeah, I was good when you were saying that. I'm sitting there. I'm a charge guy now. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Besides,
they've gotten a lot more competitive.
well, I know that like Mark's not really.
He does not involve as much, but Randy and Will and Jeff and Greg Dewey. Yeah.
Tyler, good call on this
Yeah.
deal, man. You figured it out.
We have kids that played. Mark.
But like Jeff is a volleyball.
Yeah.
Through and through, So, and my office is right next to me.
Oh, you work at UCO?
I used to, yeah.
Oh,
I got out of college. I worked at the Royal System.
Okay.
I went to school with all those guys. And then
Yeah.
I worked in marketing for when Mark was my boss.
Okay.
Charge is like new, kind of a newer deal or not?
Well, they
should coach Charge too or not?
Really good.
so Charge. They have Charge Central,
Hey, buddy.
Charge South, Charge West, and now they have Charge East, which has started to infiltrate Tulsa. And Deidre coaches for they're the largest club, in terms of their presence across the state.
You'll see more set play.
Hey, what's up? Hey, let's say what's up to me.
What's up, man? Okay, what jersey? Oh, interesting.
He's got all sorts of jerseys.
Okay, I was gonna say.
If they make it, he wants to go
Yeah.
to you.
Love that.
Interesting choice, though.
Who's your favorite team there?
Who's your favorite NBA
Was that
team?
LaMelo?
Who's your favorite NBA team?
Yeah, she's by far the hardest hitter.
My man, yes.
What?
Me
I
too.
thought it was Thunder. That's so
You a
great.
Kobe guy?
He does love Kobe. You never saw Kobe play, but you like it. What do you think about this volleyball? You like it?
Dad, her number
unless it's ORU and I've made a mistake there. But either way, it's impressive. So here's number 6, Johnson, Jinx Trojan.
Gatorade Player of the Year.
There you go.
All-time leader in kills at Jinx. Max Preps Player of the Year. State Tournament MVP. All-World finalist and a 4.11 GPA.
And Jinx only went 34-5, winning their 6th state championship in volleyball. 9-0 in the state tournament, Coach Kufal. So
Man.
no one touched them.
Yeah, she's the all-time leader in kills at Jinx.
Yep.
That's saying something. They've had some really good players.
Yep.
You know what else is saying something? The school at Jinx has 202 state championships. So
Wow.
just in case anybody's counting.
So with Clay taking over, right? Clay Martin taking over as athletic director.
Yep. Got to talk to him today. He's so gracious and awesome. And our families kind of go back a ways. But, man, you wouldn't know that he's a big-time NFL official or any of those things. Just a nice guy that wanted to make sure we had everything we needed.
Mm-hmm.
We're just the live stream guys.
Went to OBU with Clay
Yeah.
back in the day, so got to know him well.
I got to say, of all the guys I watch on Sundays, I agree with him. His calls the most.
Well,
a lot of those guys, I'm like, how's this guy still reffing? His Clay, I never said that.
And he's so professional.
Yes.
I mean, he looks like an NFL head official.
Yes.
White hat.
Totally.
Man, look at this little rally right here. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, I think Fees thought something had happened, so she kind of quit playing.
Look at Deidre sending her team out. They've responded well at the start of this one.
5-2. She can motivate a group, that's for sure. 4 state championships, and I had a big part in getting her hired at Lincoln. I'll just be honest with you. So
she is one of. I've been around a long time. I respect Deidre as much as any coach in the state, and really what she does with the culture of her program. That kind of culture will produce winning.
Yeah. Took me 3 phone calls to get her, but I got her. Oh, from the 10-foot line, that's Johnson. Comes flying in. Oh, what a save. Avery. They hammer it down. Is that Elliott?
That's Elliott, yep. Victory Christian. Avery Jones will serve here for the East. She's from Broken Arrow, a 4-year starter. Defensive Player of the Year in the Frontier Valley, which we see on the court here. Going to play ball at Missouri S&T, and also played varsity tennis and was an all-stater in tennis as well.
Coach Kufal, you ever known of anybody to play at Missouri S&T? That's science and technology, right?
I was in Rolla, Missouri last week.
I was too.
And I went to Missouri S&T. We have a product we sell, the replay product for Division I and Division II colleges, and they were looking at using our product. So we stopped by Missouri S&T. So I didn't even know it existed.
Coach, I didn't either. I was typing it in on these notes, and I'm like, what in the world? Where is this set? Hey,
right in the middle of town.
Volleyball travels. They'll play it anywhere and any level. And
they've had a couple different names, so you might have recognized one of the other names that the university used to be. But cool campus.
Yeah. That is. Hey, any kid that gets to go play at the next level, I don't care where it is, that is awesome.
There's that size coming into play.
Yeah. You were right. Defensively, the West have been pretty solid tonight in both large and small. Here's Schaffler to try to keep this run going at 9-3. Pops it up. Rowe. Outside Elliott. Branson claps her hands as to say, let's go. Love that. And look out. Just get out of the way when Butler swings. It kind of reminds me of the young lady in the first game. Golly, now my mind.
Victoria Gray?
No, Wagner.
Oh, yeah, that middle.
Yeah,
oh,
from
man.
Yeah.
She played well.
Yeah.
Woo.
Coach Rader was saying they moved her outside, so she had to moved back inside for this, which was impressive.
Butler with the touch right there, going the opposite. And so now it's 11-3, and the East is trying to break through here.
Yep.
And in this run of West domination tonight. Coach, so do you coach anything else at Southwest Covenant? And tell me exactly where that is in Oklahoma City.
It's in Yukon. I do. I help coach high school varsity boys basketball. And my son is an 8th grader, so my second year I'll be coaching his junior high basketball team. So going to be a busy December through February.
How many kids have you coached now? 4?
Of my own?
Yep.
I've coached 4. That's right. I've coached 6 of the 7 now, but 4 have graduated.
Wow.
So
is it going to be a 7-for-7 type deal? You think you'll get a piece of all of them?
When I remarried, we have an 8, so I've got them from 5 to 23. So my 5-year-old, I may be done by the time.
I can't give you a hard time because I kind of got that same scenario. So that is awesome. It keeps you young, my friend.
Yeah.
Nice shot right there. That is Hathaway. Gatewood, correct?
Gatewood, yeah.
Hathaway was right there. Yep.
Going to Arkansas to study nursing as vice president of FCA and the youngest of 7. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
All conference, all city, and all state tournament team.
How about Taylor Van right here? Drives it deep. Oh, look out. My goodness. Great save. With the touch. How about the dive by Schaffler? And Lauder showed a little touch. So either the 100-mile-an-hour fastball or just the little kiss right there.
Yep.
That's the 2 options you're going to get. So that timeout helped. It's 11-5. Good block in there by the big Kirkendall. Coach Kufal, did you come over yesterday for some meetings or?
No, just we had practice yesterday, so couldn't make it up. But just came up this morning for the volleyball meetings.
Make a day of it. You go home tonight.
Yep.
You know, you remember back in the day, you've been doing this long enough. They used to go every other year, I believe, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, and now it's kind of locked in here. Football's at Shawnee, which is interesting.
Yeah.
That's 2 hours from here. I believe they had swimming in the Oklahoma City area.
Yeah,
Did I hear that?
At the Edmond Aquatic Facility.
They used to do the volleyball used to be 2 days. I think when I did it, we practiced Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, and then played that.
Yeah.
Yep. How many years ago was it when you did it?
That was 2000. Probably 15.
And they 16. You get a ring, an all-state ring, correct? And it's kind of a cool deal.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Van has run off 5 in a row.
Great relief.
Yep. She's going to play at St. Xavier University in Chicago.
Wow.
Remember that Bishop McGinnis state championship team.
And now make it 6 in a row. Deidre's coaching them. Do this.
Deidre's almost on the floor.
Yeah. She watched her a lot. She likes that spot right there. Back row. That was Johnson. Up. Schaffler. Outside to Elliott. Oh, good block on the far side. Right back at you. Elliott again. A little higher on that one. Rowe. Good job. Johnson popping it back up. Here's Johnson. Nice little rally right here. Lauder drives it right at the big Butler. What a battle those two got going.
Run of 7. You get a run of 7 in a volleyball match. You rarely lose that set.
Wow.
Run of 6, run of 7. Great job serving by Van.
Again. Jones pops it up. Schaffler, Elliott, little kiss. Lauder's there. Oh, man. That is number 12, Gatewood.
Tie game, tied up.
Jeez.
Deidre.
Hands in the pocket.
Yep.
Kind of
Just fuming.
We asked her the same question, Coach, about how much pressure there is to win one of these. And yeah, it'll mess up your sleep at night for sure.
Yeah.
Being there watching a little late night ESPN.
Yep.
Trying to get your mind off of it. So they finally broke it. Man. Was that an 8-0 run, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
Here's Elliott. Branson. Hathaway. Louder out of whack there for sure. Hurd a little deep and hard on that one, out of bounds. So as a volleyball coach, did you play a lot of volleyball, Coach? No,
it's around it, 'cause my
co-ed,
dad was
church
always
stuff,
in there. But yeah, and then at OBU, we had a group that played pretty regularly.
Are you a fan of beach volleyball?
I like the longer rallies, and you don't get that a lot in beach. I think the most enjoyable volleyball to watch is the women's Olympic level, because it's there's rallies, but it's great athleticism. It's good. I'm excited for the Olympics.
High flyers for sure. Yeah. So now the West has got a 2-point lead here at 14-12, and Branson will serve. Yeah, I'm excited about the Olympics too. It's just fun to watch. Deidre was talking about the new uniforms that the girls are wearing tonight. And
looks
sharp.
Look a lot better.
Yeah. Again, nice crowd in here for the large school. Louder. Those last couple hits has been falling way left. It's not the best sets. Timing, as you talked about. Schaffler went way down and popped it up. Outside, that's Rove. And it was tipped. So West has now got a commanding 3-point lead after being down 11-3. It's a 12-1 run. And
tough.
You called it.
Yep.
He said 6-7 points in a game. That team's going to win, even if you're down. Branson. Oh, man. She probably wants that one back.
Yeah, she started out. She's played great defense.
Yes.
Number 5.
Oh, man. Megan Branson, Edmond Santa Fe.
First time in a long time. They did not make the state tournament last year. They lost to Owasso in a regional up here.
Yeah.
But they've got a pretty good squad coming back.
How about Community Christian and its growth in volleyball? My goodness, 41-2 this last year. Only losses to Mount St. Mary.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to be strong again. They lost 2 really good players. Landry didn't play in that first game. Landry Brazil.
Yeah, I had her on my my scout sheet or whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
going to UTEP.
Yes. The minors again, D1 volleyball. I mean, I don't care where you're going. You're playing high level.
You're going to want to attend this game in 2026. The incoming junior class in Oklahoma may be the best class of volleyball this state's ever produced.
Wow. And I believe that because you're right in the middle of all of it. And I was telling these guys, I've been coming to the OCA clinic since 1990. This is my 34th year. And they do a good job. They put on a great show. And it's cool to celebrate these kids. And look out, louder. Oh, wow. Hurd said no. It was out of bounds, but it was fun to block. So Louder says, I'll take that and serve. I got her as MVP on this side right now, Coach.
Number 15.
Yeah, she's been dominant.
Yeah,
Bailey.
It always, the hitters are a little flashier.
They're kind of like the bull riders, right?
Yeah, the 2. I like 5, but
5 is saved a lot of points.
I like Branson too. I'm right there with you. The first one when she dove out of bounds over here, and was right under us. That was amazing to start the thing. There she is again. Hammered right there by Fees. Outside, 14, that's Tuggle. Butler.
Coach, when you have a game like this, in the practice time that you have, how often are you working on like rotations? Are you working on set plays you can run?
You got to
that type of stuff.
You got to get your rotate. Figure out where people are going to play and at least go through that. That's probably the bulk of the time is making sure we know who's at what position and just going through each serve receive rotation. Getting in plays and things like that, you probably just don't have enough time in one practice.
I told these guys in the first game that I came and watched practice, and I had a few extra notes I needed to get on some of the girls. And so the coach from Coach Jantz from Snyder was sitting down. He had a notebook, and he was writing names and things. I said, Coach, I'm trying to make sure I got all these names right. He goes, you're trying. He goes, I'm coaching the game. I'm trying to get their name. So, there's a lot thrown at you real quick in this deal. So Branson will set down. I don't know that she's set yet, but into the game. Carl's in there. That's driven right at Jones. Elliott. Louder on the back row, showing versatility.
About hit the basketball goal up there.
Butler faked it to her. Tuggle on that side, and that ball is down. The Lincoln Christian standout hammered it. 1,600 kills. You're going to get a kill or two in an all-star game. So now it's 19-17, battling back just a little bit. Jones popped up.
Allie Fees has played well, too, for the West, number 3.
From Mount St. Mary's. I believe you talked about her a little bit, didn't you, Coach?
Yeah. Yep. Going to play at Harding, 2-time state champion. The only team to beat Community Christian twice last year. 41-2, both losses to Mount St. Mary's.
Not to bring up a sore subject, did you face Community Christian?
We did, yeah. That was not good.
You played at their place. Do they have a new gym? I remember a lot of purple in there.
We played it at our place.
Okay,
but they were at a different level. Those two teams, St. Mary's and CCS last year, really, really a lot of talent on both sides.
Right on I-35, aren't they?
Yep.
I mean, it's just right there.
Wow!
Oh, there she is. Number 5 again.
Oh, you talked about it. Look at these kids having fun, man. I mean, it's just putting on a show. The West is good. And the East is good, but they're just, man, they had it early. And, Coach, you called it with the run of 6 or 7. Schaffler would like to have that one back. 22-18. Van back into the game. Bishop McGinnis. Boy, they had a nice squad, too. State champions. Got to watch him at the Lincoln tournament. That's a tournament you need to come to, Coach.
I came to it 2 years ago. I was coaching the Storm, the home school, and we actually won it.
I remember that.
Yep. Great. That was a great win for a great tournament.
Yeah.
Lincoln always does such a great job hosting.
Yeah, it's I know they love to do that. So that one's out of bounds by Elliott. Basketball tournaments turned into a juggernaut over there as well. Whew. Van trying to finish this thing off. She actually got the rally going at 11-3 and ran off, I believe, 7.
Yep.
And that one is a little long, but
she wanted that A. She could tell she served a little more tempo than her previous.
Hurd back in. And the cheers are coming from the far side. That ball's out of bounds. So back-to-back Muscle on the serve. 25-19. So that all that's really left to answer is, can the East muster somehow a way
Gotta
to
get on the board
to not get shut out here 6-0. So we'll take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back to close this out. Appreciate you watching on Squirtle TV.
Fellas, I'm going to have to get back to
Frank Harold Fieldhouse for the small and large all-state volleyball game. My name's Doug Nelson, and I got my man Whit Carter to finish this last one out. And we appreciate you being with us. These girls have played hard. We've had some really fun volleyball, a lot of effort plays, if you will, a lot of big hits. Everything you would want in an all-star game. And the crowds have been amazing in here. It's starting to thin out a little now, but people getting on the road. And, you know, we've had players from all over the state, from every corner. Even had a young lady that's going to play at Panhandle State. That is way out in the.
We've had someone going to Panhandle State, someone going to University in New York,
Yes.
someone going to University in Chicago, Rolla, Missouri,
El Paso, Texas.
I mean, well represented. And
Oklahoma,
as
SMU.
well as, like,
Yep.
you know, the teams. I mean, if you look at the 6A and 5A brackets, which we're staring at here, a lot of girls that played deep into the season, semifinals, quarterfinals, obviously state championship tournament team representatives here. But, yeah, it's been a great night.
You are correct. You know, kids playing at OCU, SNU, a ton of kids playing at the next level. And as I said, if you're playing at the next level, you're something. So Here we go. There's Louder playing on the back row now. Number 3. How about that? Fees hammers down. Here's Hurd right at Louder. Pops it up. A little short. Great effort by Gatewood. And so now it's 1-1 into the game. Here comes Vance. She was a big part in that second game with her serving. And look at that. Back to serve again.
Want to mention Catherine Rowe in there for Edmond Memorial. I know we've mentioned her a couple of times, but just some of her accolades was a 2022 Gatorade Oklahoma Player of the Year, as well as a state tournament MVP, the Metro Area Player of the Year in Oklahoma City. Going to play at OU, so we'll probably see her. If you're watching this, chance you probably watch collegiate volleyball, you'll probably see her again at OU. Just great career,
amazing. So here we go. Here's Tuggle. Drives it. That's Van. There's Rowe. You just talked about her. Where's number 14? Rocking the green Nikes tonight. I've been here since 1 o'clock watching these kids, and they've enjoyed every bit of this practice and
lots of smiles going around.
Yes.
I just love to have fun, and like you mentioned earlier, so less so on this group. A lot of these girls are going to go play at the next level, but for their school, their hometown, this is a lot of times. This, obviously, the last time they'll play representing that school, at this level.
And Hathaway right there, diving out of bounds, clear over there on the basketball out of bounds. That ball was gone. She's still laying out. That says a lot about the makeup of these kids. So there's Rowe, sets it up nice to Louder. Louder's going to OCU. Kirkendall is nice as well. So we'll stay till the MVP presentation from both teams. Get out and watch some of these other all-state games. Girls basketball tomorrow, boys basketball Thursday, and then Friday night at OBU will be the finale with high school football all-state.
Always a great week.
Oh, man. Hundreds and hundreds of coaches and athletes here in the Tulsa area and all over. Fees drove that one into the net, and she kind of smiles and shakes her head. Back into the game is Sampson. You and I and even Coach Koopball were impressed with Sampson. Talked to her before the game. She's a nice kid. They're all nice. Every one of them were very polite while I was asking them questions. It's hard to get a kid to brag about themselves, but some of them I had to get a little more information. And that's about the only thing that young lady's done wrong. Louder might be her only miss of the night.
No doubt.
She's played all around, too. That's what's even more impressive, and she's every bit of 6'1".
She made 9 all-tournament teams in her career.
Great shot.
I'm imagining you play, 3 tournaments a year or so?
Yeah.
So it's about every one since.
Yes, yeah. And it's probably more like 12.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Lawton Mac, that's way down there, my friend.
Yes. About 2 hours, 45 minutes, 3 hours from where we sit. So
Tuggle sets it up. Here's Shopland. There it is. Great job by Louder. Tuggle on the back row. She can play all around, too. There's Shopler. Oh, Branson. Imagine that. Another save. Oh!
She's hurt. I think she maybe rolled her ankle or something as she went for that.
Uh-oh. Hop up, young lady. Is it a cramp? It's a cramp.
Maybe a cramp. Yeah, she's just smiling.
I think it's a cramp. And, of course, there is Louder to help her up. I think it's a cramp. Louder's just going to carry her off. That's not the first time I've seen Louder do that today. There was a young lady from Cement that hurt her ankle earlier in practice, and Louder just carried her off. So that's the second volleyball player Louder's carried off the floor tonight. And Branson's just smiling, gang, so I think it's a cramp. They're cranking that foot back. How about Gatewood? I know what to do. Here.
Yep. Hey, I'll do this.
Awesome.
And funny enough, Gatewood gonna attend Arkansas to be a nurse. So here you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Good call.
Get a little action going on.
You see, and that's why we do that research.
That's right.
That just helps us as we go throughout the. Here's Louder. Drives it short. Look at the touch on that. And she pumps her fist as to say, I'll take it. And, gang, it is 7-5. East is hanging on. They got to win this one to keep the clean sweep of this thing. Watching these teams practice today, I would have never guessed one side of the state would wipe out the other.
Yep.
East 8-5.
Several of them have been comfortable wins, but there's been
close.
I would say 2 or 3 that were 25-23, 25-22.
Yeah.
So right there.
I still can't get over Gatewood, the nursing student hopping into action.
When the trainer's standing right down there by.
Speaking of the trainer, that's Lacey Allen McCombs. Used to be at Lincoln. Incredible trainer. She's back at Newkirk now at her home. That's her home town. She was an athlete herself back in the day.
And the All-State trainer for this season. So congrats to her.
So I think she's done football and volleyball All-State training. So that says a lot about her ability. Great job by Elliott. Popped back up. That is Lau Rowe. And it drops in. So they now pushed it out to 10-5.
Brittany Smith right there for Union, making a nice play for the East squad. She's going to attend OSU for marketing, play club ball for Ultimate Performance, and is a National Honor Society member as well as student council. Had 612 kills, 136 blocks, and 23 aces in her career at Union.
Chad McKee. Tuggle, hammer down, and it looks like it might have hit the, yeah, it did. And there's Brittany right there, number 22. She's every bit of 6'1". There's some size on both of these loaded teams. Look at that. Branson back in. And gets a nice applause from the crowd. See, Whit, when you play that hard, cramps happen. And,
yep. When you're on the floor and you're diving and twisting and turning.
I was
and all
cramping
that.
up just watching her. I'm just sitting here. Comes in and serves a nice shot in there. Tuggle outside. Little roll, Sampson. Branson pops it up, Tuggle. Oh, man. Great block.
Branson kept that play alive.
Thies and Rowe right there. Yes, she did. You go out for a cramp, and then you come right back in and dive. Your first play is Elliott pops it up. Rowe just kind of gets it over. Here's Tuggle again. Oh, that's deep, a little far. Tuggle's just a little off right now. She's getting some good swings on it, but
I see Claire Carl in there for Bishop McGinnis, a senior on that state championship team, and an offer to play basketball at Oklahoma Christian, which is notorious for. I used to go to cage camp all the time when I was a kid.
I did too.
Oklahoma Christian. So
she
was on the varsity basketball team and obviously a setter. You can see that here on the volleyball team. But first team All City, averaged 30 assists per match.
It's
a lot.
I couldn't believe that. Averaged 8 digs and 1.8 aces. Wow. That's getting it done with. Good stuff, my friend. Here's Tuggle. Tell you what, Thies is doing a great job as well as Rowe right there. They're giving Tug fits on that far side. Oh, and they blocked right back at him. That was Smith and Tuggle. Oh, another great block.
Just like Coach Kufel said, like the size is just, if they can get it set up and in the right spot, size is tough to contend with.
So Smith worked side to side with Tuggle and then as well as Schinnenberg.
Across the net there.
Yes, and they got double blocks on both sides. So how about the offensive ability on both sides going at each other? Here's Smith. God, I really like Louder. She's on the back row. They used her on the front most of the night, and now she's rotated back. You know what? When you're in an all-star game, you can do that. You got all kinds of weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Smith. Oh, that's a little short. Back into the game's number 7, Jones. She had some big plays early in this thing, and Hathaway, 9, back in to serve as Rowe, as you talked about, one of the best players in the state. Elliott pops it up. There's Tug outside. There's the kill she's looking for. Tug. Louder went after it, but it flew up into the next row.
Yeah, that was.
Way
there's
up.
some power behind that one.
13-10. The East is trying to hang on. It's been a great night. A lot of great volleyball. Schindenberg, Branson, Rowe. Look at that. That ball's out. Fees tried to get a piece of it. That was a nice play by those 3.
East is right here again, in the lead. See if they can hold on. Of course, volleyball season for those still in high school coming up in less than a month. So
they start practice last Monday.
Yeah. They've got scrimmages this week, I believe.
Yep.
And, it's coming around. Mid-August, I think the day that football is able to start practice on the 12th is when softball and volleyball kick off.
So. Yep. It's that time of year, and it always fires up everybody because it's kind of the start of a new year. And
Coach Rader laughed, saying people call it a fall sport, but
it's really summer.
Barely makes it to October.
Which is usually about the time it drops to about 90 in Oklahoma. Which is our fall.
Yep.
So it's been nice. I can't complain. The weather's been amazing. So here's Van, who's been the most dominant server of the night, in my opinion. Look at this lineup here with the back row. Tuggles there. Louder says, no, that's too easy. I'm just going to take this. And I like her attitude. I like how she plays. I like all these kids, to be honest with you. Jeez. Tuggle pops it up. There is Hurd. You talk about a stud. I made just an all-stater in 2 sports.
Yeah.
And then another stud, which would be Carly Butler from Owasso. We talked about Carly as well. I think we've covered almost everybody.
Yeah, we have. Yep, for sure.
And any parents that are going back to watch this, I hope that we've
just try to recognize all the great kids here and athletes. And, I mean, it's been really impressive to watch. And like you said, you were around practice today and just seeing the smiles and everybody having fun out there. It's been a good time to watch.
You are correct, and that one was tipped, so Hurd got that one down. And so 16-13. I think the 3 points been the largest lead at any point in this thing for the East row. Look at that. Sets Fees. They get the point. So now it's 16-14. I don't want to say I'm pulling for the East, but I would like to see them win one.
Well, you're an East guy. Well, you used to be a West guy.
Yeah.
Now you're an East guy.
Yeah.
You're officially an East guy. So
what do you call me? Midwest?
Well, you're an East guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been here since 98 now. There's Schaffler. Oh, great hustle by Van. This has been fun. So, again, get out and watch some of these other All-State ball games, these kids and
those
parents.
will be, you can watch those on Squirtle TV.
Yes.
So, be able to see the basketball and football. And not sure who's calling those games, but Adam and everybody's got somebody lined up to do all that. So,
yep.
It'll be fun to watch those later on this week.
Got to thank Tyler Kerr for helping us with production, as well as our young friend right here. Thank you for your help. She's awesome. All right, serve-in will be Carl. State champion. Whatever happens tonight, she's always going to be a state champion, right?
And a heck of a basketball player, too.
Oh, my goodness. Schaffler drives it into the net. So now it is 17-16.
We've seen this.
We've
script
seen
play
this
out
script
a few times.
Out. So Carl drives it right at Schaffler. Oh, good placement.
I think what Coach Kuvel said is, since he said it, I've really noticed it, but the defense and being able to receive some of those serves and volleys has just been, by the West, it's really good. I mean,
yeah, so there's Rowe, who is just outstanding herself. Yeah. I mean, it is now tied up.
Yep.
It's a race to 8. Schaffler. Oh, she drives it off of Van, and so Schaffler gets the kill. And the lead goes back. Hurdle set. Elliott to serve. I could watch more of this. I mean, these guys are really fun to watch. Branson. Look out. That's just too easy. Kirkendall did what Louder did just a few minutes ago. Says, nah. If you're going to put it right there, I'm going to hammer it down. And so now it's a 2-point lead. See what happens if the East can keep on going here. Van. Oh, wow. A little push by Hughes. Piedmont. Is it out of bounds? Yep. She's frustrated watching her. Elliott, a little 3-0 run here herself. Louder. And how about Kirkendall is right there, as well as Schinnenberg. Schaffler, front row. Witt, can they do it? 21-17.
I've done in the announcer jinx several times tonight, so I don't know if I want to say it or not.
Branson. Look at that. Carl will push outside. Schaffler, that's too far out. A little strong. So now it's back to a 3-point lead.
Look who's serving.
Oh, yeah. And here comes Butler in. Van to set. Look at that. She did that earlier, and it snuck in there. Kirkendall.
She's had some huge plays down the stretch here.
Did they put that on the wrong side?
Yeah, they put that on the wrong.
Well, they called something because they're ahead of us. Something happened on the
Guess you should watch the officials, too, not just the scoreboard.
Tug. Here we go. Hughes drives it. Schaffler pops it up. Kirkendall. Outside. That is Rowe. Oh, look at the power on that hit by Gatewood. The nurse. Oh, shoot. It's just barely out. I was watching Tuggle. I was watching the call.
That was close.
Yeah.
As close as you can get
Game
right
of
there.
inches. Oh, no. It's 21-20.
Here we go. Down to the wire for the last.
Louder.
Set.
There's Jones. Outside. Schaffler. Oh, she hits the official stand. He stays up. Touch. Tuggle. Rowe. Outside. There's the nurse. I love it. Gatewood. And went just like that. It's a 4-0 run, and it's tied at 21. And Louder to serve. First one to 4. We've gone 2 separate 4-0 runs here, east and west. Let's see what Louder does on this one. Boom! Look out. Kirkendall right at Branson, and Branson's cramping again. You can, it's bothering her. Isn't that something? And I know that young lady's played a ton of volleyball, but that tells you the effort she's put forth tonight, which is just simply amazing. All right, 22-21. Johnson, home court. Oh, that ball went off of Louder a little strong. There is life for the East.
Got that up by 2.
23-21.
Close it out.
Closing this out. Johnson, what a way to finish your career.
Yeah.
In the All-State game at Jinx.
Yep.
And you're a Jinx kid. Played a lot of volleyball in here. There's Johnson. Kirkendall tried to finish it right there. There's Rowe. Elliott, nice save. Schenenberg with the kiss and the touch at the 10-foot line.
Kirkendall has made play after play in her home gym to close this one out as well. So
yeah,
that's
she looks very comfortable in this environment, right?
Yep.
How about this? The last play was Jinx, and here could be the last play by Jinx. Johnson drove it deep. Rowe, that's it. Jinx and Jinx wins the last 2 points, and so that'll do it. The East wins that game 25-21. And Whit, that does it for volleyball for 2024. These were, of course, 2023 All-Staters, but we appreciate everybody watching and listening. And Squirtle TV, Adam Dieselhorse, WWLS, the sports animal, for allowing us to be a part of this. And I appreciate you, Coach Rader and Coach Heath Kufal, for joining us. And it's just been a fun night. So Louder, as we expected, is the MVP of the West. And now all that's left is who is on the east side. We'll stay here.
Number 7, Avery Jones.
Avery Jones, who had a ton of plays.
Yep.
Is your MVP for the east side. Again, this has been a blast, and that'll do it. So
thanks, Doug.
We appreciate everything that these girls have done in their high school careers, and it was a fun night to celebrate them and watch them. Appreciate all that joined us. My name's Doug Nelson, and for Whit Carter, we will see you on down the road. Good night from Jinx.
Thank you again for attending the Volleyball Coaches Association 2024 All-State Volleyball.